Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool strip diagram. We are working with part-whole relationships with a problem related to TEKS 5.10f. We will solve it in 5 minutes or less. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got a Rivera family, and it has a net income of $4,250 each month. And then their budget includes all of these items. Notice that we have a missing amount there in clothing. So what is the greatest amount of money that the Rivera budget can have for clothing and still have a balanced budget? All right, so what does this balanced budget mean? Let's make sure we understand that first. Balanced budget means that it is equal, right? So your income is going to equal your costs or your expenditures. So you don't spend more than you bring in. And so we want to figure out how much they can put into clothing without going over that $4,250. Well, we can visualize this with a part whole. And actually, this is a part whole because we have our total right here. So this is the total we are working with. And then all of these are going to be individual parts. So let's represent that with a strip diagram. I'm going to draw my total up here. There's a few different ways we can visualize the total. It could be a bar. It could be this line that goes across. It could be above. It could be below. Doesn't really matter. You need to be comfortable with all of those different representations. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quantities. 5 I know, 1 I don't. So I'm going to break this up into 6 parts. And I'm not worried about them being equal because this is not an equal groups representation. So let's put our money here. We've got $1,400 for rent. We've got $520 for groceries, 310 utilities, 275 transportation, 800 for savings. That's good. And then we have an unknown quantity right there. So there's a few different equations that we could write to figure this out. What we could do is if we wanted to write a balanced equation, we can say 4,250 equals 1,400, and then all of these are going to be plus because we're adding these two together, and they are going to end up being balanced or equal to each other. That would be a correct equation. Does not really help us solve it. In this problem, we actually have to solve it. So I suggest we do something like this. Probably you could do a whole series of subtraction problems. Let's figure out this subtotal. In essence, what we're going to do is we're going to say our question mark is going to be equal to 4,250 minus, and then we're going to subtotal all of those together. 1,400, 520, 310, 275. This is also another equation that we could use, or we could just use repeated subtraction. We could do 4,250 minus 1,400 minus 520 minus 310, so on and so forth. Let's just add these. Let's do it vertically. So I've got 520, 310, 275, 800. Let's see what I've spent so far. So that's going to be 5. That's going to be 10. I'm looking for 10s here. So that's a 10. That's another 10. That's 23. And that's going to be 3,305. All right, so this is $3,305 so far. So if all of that is $3,305, the remainder is going to be whatever it takes to get from 3,305 up to 4,250. So now let's subtract the two. 305. And let's see. So I've got to regroup there. That's going to be a 5. That's going to be a 4. You could look at this as 42 minus 33, or you can, do the whole regrouping. But at a certain point, it ends up being, 12 minus 3. 42 minus 33 gets you that same thing. So $945 is the maximum. If they put more than that into it, it's an unbalanced budget. So our answer is C.